Hi, Kristen. Are you hungry this morning? The pie contest is one of the most popular ones to happen each year at the New Mexico State Fair. This morning, we have last year's winner joining us. Here with her winning recipe, Sandy Bryan. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Also joining us this morning is Donna Peck to tell us about the competition.
Yes, I'm the superintendent of Home Arts, which the pie contest is part of. And the pie contest is September 16th.
It's
so
coming
just
up.
Bring your pie. Think right now, practice.
Okay.
Bring your pie from 9 to 12 to the Creative Arts Building, and we're in Home Arts. And Sandy's going to say that it's really easy to make a pie crust. So that's why she's here to help us today.
So tell me, Donna, you know, a lot of times for these type of competitions, you have to pre-register. This time you don't, right?
Well, not for the pie contest, but today and tomorrow, people who have pickles and preserves and quilts and sewing are actually bringing them in right now.
Okay.
And so when I get through with this, I'll run over to the Creative Arts Building, and we have a lot of people over there accepting the applications for them.
Tell me about previous pies that you've sampled and have been in the competition.
Well, I think Sandy should tell about the winning pie, because all the pies are delicious. Anything from a lemon meringue to an apple, traditional apple, a non-traditional apple, maybe with green chili in it. But her winning recipe was a chocolate tart.
Oh, wow. That sounds great. So tell me about your chocolate tart pie.
Well, I will say I have been working on getting a lot of ribbons. I try to get a blue ribbon in each one, and tart was the one that came up. And I know that chocolate is great in a tart. Everybody loves chocolate tart. And I was thinking of German chocolate cake, and I put toasted coconut over the top, and it was just a winning combination.
Oh, that sounds great.
It was.
Okay, so how many different type of pies have you done?
I have 13 blue ribbons and 4 best of show.
Wow. Are you going to enter this year?
Oh, of course.
Of course she is.
Of course.
Competition's tough this year, guys.
And you might not realize it, but the winning pie goes to La Chantilly restaurant, who's sponsoring it, for the featured pie in October.
That's
so when she won hers, all over October, in the store, in the cafe, everyone had a taste of her pie.
Okay.
So
let's get right to it. You're going to show us a demonstration on how to start, because the crust is pretty much the hardest part, right?
Now, everybody that I talk to who says they can't make pie says that they can't make crust.
Okay.
And it is so simple.
I believe
to
it.
just cut. There are 4 ingredients.
Okay.
You cut. You mix salt into flour, cut in some butter or lard or Crisco, so that it's in small pieces, and throw in some water, pour in some water so that it gathers up.
What should the consistency be? Because I think a lot of people get, you know, stumped on this part.
You add water just until you can gather it up like that.
It's a little crumbly still, so don't overdo it. You don't want it to be kind of mushy, right?
You don't want it to be all mushy, but if you do, then you put a lot of flour down and it all works out.
Okay.
Pie crust is actually very forgiving.
Is it? Okay.
And what you need to do...
So our husbands out there.
Well, that's one thing. Everybody loves pie.
That's true.
And there's hardly any such thing as a bad pie. And so...
So once you do this part, what do?
You put it down. Well, this is a little crumbly, but we're going to pretend it isn't.
We are going to work with it.
And actually, see, there it is.
Yeah.
And so you just put it down on a floured surface, and you roll it out.
Okay.
And sure enough, I was afraid of too much water. And
so
plop it in a pan.
Once you do this, and once you know, this is what I want. I love how your creative designs are over here. Can we bring that over here to the middle and show me your designs?
Well, actually, this is the result of my neighbor's peaches coming in. And actually, what you see here is that's not an intentional design, but if you want to bake an empty pie crust, it tends to puff up in the middle. So you poke a few holes in it.
Keep that in mind.
And then one of the tricks, I learned putting a sheet of foil and beans to hold it down, but now the latest rage is to put in
some beads,
some steel beads on a chain, a steel chain, and you wind up accidentally
looking great, right? So how do you pinch the edges, right? And then
you know, it's all so simple. I just go around and pinch it like so. There are all kinds of fancy things you can look online and look in a cookbook, but you know, it's just simple.
It looks amazing. This looks amazing. I know this is not going to last very long.
No.
Real quick, Donna, when and where for the pie contest?
It's September 16th between 9 and 12. Bring your pie in. And when we judge them, we have to make sure that all the fruit is all cut uniformly. So when you eat it, it all blends in with the filling and with the crust. So practice right now, and by the 16th of September, bring it in between 9 and 12, and we'll be there to accept it. And the judging is at 1:30, and we have a lot of people, about 100 people watching the judging. And then they don't get a taste of it because it's something liability we can't do.
That's true, I hear you.
But the judges taste, and it's a big job to get the best of show, which is a really a tough one to
Well,
get.
I want to thank both of you ladies for joining us. Congratulations
Thank
to
you
you.
so
Good
much.
luck this year.
Thank you.
For a recap of our interview, go to our website, KRQE.com. We'll be right back. Stay there.